Welcome everybody to another edition of the Monday Night Live. How are you doing? How is everybody doing tonight?
We are here and happy to be here. Yes. How are you, John?
Absolutely.
I'm doing fantastic.
All right.
I need to see how I can share this. Why isn't it letting me share it?
Well, I don't know. Let's see here. Brandon shared it. I love him. Okay, let's see here.
So you got it shared?
No, I was seeing that. Well, I will hear momentarily, but hold on one second. Let me mute myself so you don't hear this here from Minuto.
I know how I can do it. I'll just share it from YouTube. Because it's not letting me do it in the way that I want to do it. Facebook. Sorry, everybody. I was trying to do this. And it was giving me a hard time, so I had to do it a different way.
Yeah. We've been talking past each other, drawing lines across the sand. Everybody's got a story, everybody's got a hand. Trying to hold on to something in the world that moves too fast.
I shared it, so you should be able to share it now, because I know you usually have to wait for me to share it, right?
We don't have to think the same way. We don't have to choose.
Let me see if it's on mine.
There's a person behind every headline. There's a heart behind every fight. So pull up a chair, let's have a
Yeah, there you go. I tagged you, didn't it? Yeah. Sorry, everybody. Welcome to the Monday Happy Hour at its brand new time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Pacific.
All the times.
All the times. So.
All the times.
I hope everybody had a happy 4th of July.
Right.
You know, had a safe, happy 4th of July, celebrating our 250th anniversary as a nation. So, big deal. And as it is, it's me, it's your boy Philly live in the house. We have with us Sydney, the beautiful Sydney.
Howdy.
And we have today.
Why do you look like you're crying right now, John?
Me?
What just happened?
Nah, it's my allergies.
He's just so emotionally moved right now.
My allergies.
Your beauty has me all emotional, you know?
I'm just so happy, you know?
We all are nerds.
What was I saying? What was I saying?
You're moved.
I was so moved by Sydney's beauty that I'm just lost for words.
There it is.
I'm lost for words.
No.
There it is.
Today we have with us as our special guest
The one and only.
The one and only. You know, he is not from Saved by the Bell, but
Can you project?
Unfortunately not.
Can you share your screen on the live and share a picture?
Yes. You should be able to.
All right.
Good.
What is this, a Saved by the Bell
What's that?
picture?
I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on one second. This is gonna be funny if you can do this. So the picture that I just sent you, see if you can put it on the screen, John.
Oh, you sent it to me?
I sent it to you. Am I supposed to send it? Do you want me to send it to Zach? I can send it to Zach.
Send it to my email because what'd you do?
Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
because text, that means I'm going to have to send it to my email.
Okay, hold on.
Technology is so cool. We're able to do this, guys. That's all I'm gonna say.
So, yeah, so even though he isn't Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell, he is our very own Zach.
Yes.
With not the last name Morris, but
No. My last name's way cooler.
The Common Ground Podcast at gmail.com.
you still can't do it at Philly?
Can I do it to the Gmail one for now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's coming through.
I have a feeling I know what it is.
You probably do, if we're being real honest.
Yes, yeah, I absolutely do.
Hold on one
She's gonna make fun of me. She's gonna make fun of me, Philly, and someone's gonna be crying. And it's gonna be me.
So, a couple of weeks ago, we did get to introduce to you some of our brand new staff members, and today you get to meet the one that you didn't get to meet earlier. And Zach is our multimedia production manager.
Yes, that is me.
This is really going to irritate me right now. Hold on, we're good. Everything's fine. I'm an adult.
Did it fail?
No, it worked. Third time's a charm. The blondness is just really, really real today.
Yeah,
Really real.
that's a normal occurrence for you, unfortunately. But
You're not wrong.
Oh, that's why. You were asking me if I was crying. I'll just say, no, when I'm around the dog a lot, my allergies kick off in.
yep, feel that.
All right. Did you get the email?
Not yet.
Email. This might be the death of me. Hold on. This will
Oh,
happen.
I got it.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
Praise.
I need you to put it on the screen.
Yeah, I just got to download it first, so give me 1 second.
Shake your head.
I will shake my head. I know exactly what this is.
This
Look
is
at me over here crying.
me and Zach's relationship. This is the foundation.
Yes.
I love it.
That's great.
Does it matter which one, or you want both of them?
Yeah, do one at a time.
It's also
for
funny
those
because,
of you
like,
that don't know, Zach, my hero, my best friend of like however many years we're on now.
sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, I think it was before that, but that's got to be.
Something like, the gist, like going in my sophomore year.
We're already going on our 10-year high school reunion this year, which means that it's been over a decade that we have been friends. And Zach is a wonderful musician. How many instruments do you play? We play bass is where I met you.
So bass, electric, guitar, so just guitar in general, keys, a little bit of drums. I can do either the kick drum or the entire kit. So I can't do all of them together. It's not connecting in my brain. And then obviously I sing as well. So
This throwback is unreal. So this was Zach and I's first gig at Cervantes in Denver, Colorado. Throw on the next one because this one is really poor. This was our whole sophomore year high school at Cervantes. We were opening for another band, another artist, and we covered Paramore. And it was so much fun. And
so much fun.
Almost other than the friendship that was born.
Yes.
But
no.
has joined the Common Ground podcast, and we're going to be going and hitting the streets together, bringing to you the street interview series for the Common Ground Project USA.
Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it.
Thank
Just
you for being in my throwback.
Yes, of course.
So, John, do you want to tell them real quick about, hey, Robert, how's it going? Oh, we got Sarah with Unquiet Healing on. Happy Monday. How is everyone? John, do you want to tell them real quick about Ernest before we get into our activity?
Yes. Well, before we even get into Ernest, we are now 1 full month away from our anniversary, first year anniversary of doing this podcast. So come August 4th, that is the beginning of year 2. We have a special guest. We are not announcing who the special guest of that episode is. But it is, I think at some point I might start putting out hints, just to let you kind of guess going up to it.
I would love if somebody guessed it right.
What was that?
I said I would love if somebody guessed it right.
Yeah, we're literally four episodes away from year 2.
Just saying, we can make it a scavenger hunt and social media post. Just saying,
we could do that.
Or maybe make it a puzzle or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's okay, John.
That's awesome, and like I'm all about like making this so much fun. We are starting to plan the Monday Night Live for that anniversary episode, and I can tell you, as of right now, we already have planned something we've never done before on this Monday Night Live. So I can already tell you we're going to have one brand new thing that's never been done before. I'm hoping to announce every week new stuff that may be happening for the anniversary Monday Night Live special of it. But that Monday Night Live, you might want to already put on your calendar for August. I think it's the 3rd, right? Because August 4th.
August 3rd, yep.
Yeah, August the 3rd. You might want to mark that off on your calendar that it is a must not miss episode of the Monday Night Live. So we are going to make a spectacle of it. We are going to have so just some amazing stuff going on. So make sure you plug that into your calendar. And but before we get to the anniversary episode, we have an episode coming out tomorrow, and we really wish we could have had this guest be on our episode live tonight.
Okay, the weird thing that's happening right now. We're gonna pause. Everybody's up on YouTube. Facebook is not working. If you're listening through Facebook, Robert, if you're still with us, comment. But Mary just said that the link that I sent her is not working. It still says live on my end, but when I click on the link, it does the same thing for me too. It says event not may be deleted or not working.
It says it's live. I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, if you go to the Common Ground Project USA page, and you click on the circle.
But the link that I shared is telling people that I have shared it with that it's not working.
Maybe reshare it. See if that fixes it.
Mary, what did you do? What happened? How did we get it to work? Okay, that's fine. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No problem. We really wish we could have had Ernest James on this podcast because he is an amazing guy.
Rockstar.
The episode is an amazing episode that comes out tomorrow at 9 a.m. And it's she went to the actual Facebook page.
That's a bummer though, because that means that anybody that I shared it with in Messenger can't just click on it and get in. So
you can share them the YouTube version and they can go right to YouTube.
I'd rather just have it work where it's supposed to work if I'm being honest.
Crazy.
I know.
I would too. I'm just looking for quick alternative solutions.
Just put the live stream on the website. Wink, wink.
Out there. Let's see here. I'm gonna test something. Okay, everything's fine.
So
you're okay.
Yeah, we're.
Hey, technology is awesome at points, and and horrible at others, right?
Mm-hmm.
Secretly, this is why they brought me on, guys, just so everyone's aware.
Yes.
No, this is part of your stuff that we do have you for.
So that when I
Yes.
don't know how to work anything, I can just be like, fix it.
Yep, that's exactly why.
And I have so many hands and so many buckets that it's just not easy for me to drop stuff to move because I'm holding 8 other
Absolutely.
things at the same time. So we needed the help, like, because we're growing, we're doing awesome stuff. So yeah, we have some amazing. Yeah, well, dude, like, yeah, I'm so excited about this anniversary because I think
It's gonna be fun. It's
it's
gonna be fun for sure.
It's gonna be. But Ernest, he has this organization called Deal, Heal, Fulfill, and he had a journey in life, and his journey and his purpose and everything that goes on is just an awesome. It led to an awesome conversation, and you're amazing, Mary. You're amazing. You know, seriously. We're only amazing because we have amazing viewers. So
Preach it.
Love you, Mary.
So I really do encourage you to check it out, and because it's going to be a great episode, and you don't want to miss it. Oh. Sorry, guys. I apologize, dude.
You had a busy.
Just because I yawned, I feel like I owe the explanation. So, okay. I was supposed to pick up my brother and sister-in-law from the airport, and my sister-in-law's mom also flew in on a different plane. They were all at the same place, but she's coming from Colombia, so when they bought her ticket, they ended up having to do a different airline than them coming back from Miami. And it was really storming and raining last night, so the airport closed. So I was supposed to pick them up at 12:30. Everybody was going to be at the airport. She ended up in Pittsburgh at 12 o'clock. They never left the ground in Miami. And then 3 o'clock in the morning, no, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting a phone call. I got to go pick her up because now she had flown from Pittsburgh to Philly. So I got home at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's a long night.
And they're still in Miami. I have to pick them up tomorrow.
Oh, jeez.
So, all because of a little bit of rain. But yeah, no,
just a wee bit.
Yeah. And that's after taking my daughters to the airport Sunday morning at 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's a lot of driving.
Yeah, Philly's tired.
To the airport.
I also feel like it's okay to be tired without having extreme airport endeavors. So I wasn't judging, just for the record.
No, I
was judging a little bit, but that's just me.
I just wanted to let them know that it wasn't because of that. It was a legitimate yawn because I am.
What's an illegitimate yawn?
That's an illegitimate yawn?
It's
Could you demo that?
How I can't do it. Oh, well, I'm gonna get on going. Is that illegitimate?
Like a sarcastic yawn?
Thank you for attending the Monday Night Live. We are leaving now.
We're leaving now, bye. we're building John. We gotta stop soon.
No, you're not. You can do it. You can continue. I'm a big boy. I can handle it.
And on that magical note, our game today is based on our guest episode, who is going to be, what are you laughing at?
The transition.
This is
the transition.
It's a great segue.
Speaking of that, just because you laughed, I was just upstairs taking a 5-minute break and watching TV, and I just turned on the TV and I hit the wrong channel number that I was looking for, and it happened to be Goodfellas that came on, and it was at the most iconic part of Goodfellas. Funny how. If you've seen Goodfellas, you know exactly what scene I'm talking about when it's.
Have you seen it, Zach?
Have you seen
No,
Goodfellas?
what are you talking about? I have not, actually.
Goodfellas.
Great call out, Sid.
I was like, dude, I don't watch TV. I don't know. Like anytime he references actors, this is universal. This is across the board. People talk about TV shows, video games, movies, and I'm like,
Huh? Yeah.
yeah, what?
Yeah.
I know people in
got-
our audience had to watch Goodfellas. It's one of the classics.
I get some good some knowledge on
Funny.
some movies
There
and
you go.
games and everything like that. I chuckled when I heard I put the channel numbers in. Because I stream everything.
Let's see. All right, spoken.
See,
Good to know.
see,
Well,
my
check it
ladies have my back, Sarah and Mary.
Well, where are the guys in the comments? Somebody needs to just say that.
Actually, I would have expected more guys than more females because it's a mobster movie.
Okay.
I think I've heard of it. It sounds familiar. I just have not. I've never watched it yet.
Yeah. Well, I was going to introduce our game, and now I feel like I can't. So, John, take it away.
No, you can't.
Oh,
You can. You can.
come on, you could do this, Sid.
You
We
can
believe in
do
you.
it,
You know?
Sid.
In honor of Ernest,
Yesterday for tomorrow.
playing 10 rounds of deal, heal, and fulfill. And he says it better than anybody on this podcast and on this live, I should say. And sorry, I got a text. Let's see here. We're going to go through the rounds. And this episode is just about like bringing awareness to mental health. John and I were talking before we got on here, and there is a lot of people just going through it right now. Like that John knows, that I know. Me and John have our own stuff going on, and there's just a lot of shit. And I will say our society has been a lot better about breaking down the stigma behind mental health. Like it's not so stigmatized to talk about mental health, but there's still like an uncomfortability with it. But when you confront those things in yourself, that's where growth happens. And it doesn't mean that it needs to be public information for everybody, but it means that when you are in a position where you're setting the example for people, when you have people that look up to you, whether that's in your home, at your job, in your, like, whatever it is that you do, if you can't deal with your demons, how do you expect people to deal with theirs when they come to you for advice? And this has been really, really true in like my life lately, where I am blessed to have a lot of people that come to me for stuff. And I have just been drowning. And it's like, I don't know how to throw you a line right now when I'm barely treading water. And so that was a lot of the preface of what our episode that's coming out tomorrow was about. Really raw and honest conversation. It was so good. Like this is one, like, I don't say this very often. John says it a lot. All of our conversations are fruitful. There's fruit in every single one of the conversations that we have, but this one hit home. And so that is the game today. And John is going to be reading questions where we talk about things that we're dealing with, healing from, and living out our lives and fulfilling our purpose with. So there's different segments for each of these. We're not going to make it through all of them, but John, I'm going to let you choose some of these lighter hearted ones. Like you don't have to do all of the ones that I came up with, but.
Well, let's start with Mary or Sarah. Give me deal, heal, or fulfill in the comments.
Category. Pick a category. I feel like we should start with round 6.
I was just going to start with round 1, but if we want to start with round 6, that's fine.
You can.
Okay, how about this? Whoever answers deal, heal, fulfill first, the second person gets to answer number 1 through 10.
Gets to answer. Wait, say that one more time. Whoever.
So in the audience,
Whoever says it first, then the other person gets the choose a number basically for the round.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So, Zach, while we're waiting for them to put deal, heal, or fulfill and a number 1 to 10 in the chat, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, for
Besides
sure.
growing up and being in a band with Sydney.
Yes, absolutely. I have a very interesting perspective on the world, which is fun because so I'm adopted, but not only am I adopted, I'm actually adopted into the family, like my mom's side of the family. So, I have a weird, interesting perspective of like where I'm a baby of a family, but also the a middle child of another family, which is fun. So growing up, I've just been in nothing but church ministry, which has been pretty sweet. Cool side of the world to discover who I am through. And I've been in church most of my life. I'm currently a music director at a church, which is pretty fun. And I got to do some really, really cool things when it came to music. I've planted a couple churches in the northern Colorado area, so because of that, I have a specific skill set that is very attractive. I do a lot of technology, videography, photography, video editing, website building, social media management, so much stuff for every sort of environment and workplace. So I get to meet a lot of cool people, like you, Philly, and then obviously I met Sid through music, because that's the other side of my life, So I am a single dad of a beautiful 6-year-old who's turning 7 on February 4th, which just so happens to be Sydney's birthday on top of it, and it's great to my daughter gets to share that day with her because Sid's my best friend. So I'm just so super blessed. I'm just super blessed in this life right now. I'm going through it, but I got things to be excited about. I'm glad that we're talking about mental health because I'm going through it, guys. Going through it.
Felt relevant for more than one reason, for sure.
So
yes,
Zach, I choose either 1 or 3.
No, wait. Sarah chose 2.
I know.
Yeah.
I got Sarah's 2 in this. I'm just telling Zach to choose 1 or 3.
3.
3.
Okay, I understand.
So Sarah chose 2. We're doing heal, and I just asked them because I liked either the first or third question, and I didn't know which one they asked. So he just gave me 3, right? You said 3, right? Or did you say 1?
No, 3.
So
Heal on number 2, and then question 3.
And question 3 under heal. So yes. How do you know when someone is emotionally safe? So the audience can answer. Sydney, Zach, and myself will answer. Sydney, why don't you go first?
Oh boy, how do I want to? Okay, this is a loaded question because emotional safety is based on a lot of people's perception of their worldview. So there's an absolute idea of emotional safety, but there is a lived component to emotional safety. The best example of this is that when people grow up in a chaotic household or with trauma of any kind, chaos feels more familiar to them than a healthy, functioning relationship. And because of that, normal relationships feel stressful. They feel wrong. So they'll either go about creating chaos in their relationships, or they will leave that relationship and look for a relationship that mimics the environment that they are most familiar with. So I want to start by saying that somebody's perception of emotional safety doesn't necessarily mean that is emotional safety in lived reality. It takes a very specific set of skills and healing, since we're on the topic, to know what true emotional safety is. I think that the answer to it in a very condensed nutshell is being able to express yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually in a way that is conducive to healthy conversation. It facilitates growth, and it's true for you. And that is reciprocated with honesty and compassion, regardless of if you agree. So think about the environment of this podcast, the Common Ground podcast. We want to be able to have conversation with people and have them feel safe to bring their opinions to this space, regardless of if we agree or not, right? So that's what I would say emotional safety is. Now, this section is specifically relationships. I'm not specify that it's intimate relationships, so I'm just using it in this context, for example. How'd I do?
You did fantastic.
Yeah.
Sarah says this is a loaded question. LOL.
It's a loaded question.
It's very
And Robert says, and they take it with them. It's difficult to break for many without the proper awareness and pursuit of help.
Yeah.
How about you, Zach? Is there anything you want to add to this?
Sydney really hit on it. I tend to view myself very much as a safe spot emotionally for a lot of people. Well, it's when I'm looking for somebody who's emotionally safe, I try to find somebody who is very much like very true and authentic without you can usually tell when somebody's like, I care about you. No, you don't. You don't. But when you find your people who are those people who like, I care about you so much that I'm willing to tell you when you're in the wrong. That's a game changer. I do want to, say that everyone, however you feel, anybody feels, you are valid in feeling that way. We are all valid to our own thoughts and our opinions and everything like that. But it's just like Sydney was saying, like it is based on what you're used to. What is your trauma? What is your life story? That you're gonna feel safer with somebody, but not with somebody else. I try to be the best example of that too, and I think that's a big thing about somebody who's emotionally safe, is that they're going to be opening up too about the stuff that they're dealing with. It's not one-sided. It is very much a conversation between two people who are going through other similar stuff or stuff that it could be vastly different, but we can come and hey, I'm not going through that. I can't even imagine what you're going through. This is what I'm going through, and this is how I can perceive it. Does that make sense? Kind of thing. I'm emotionally safe. It's such a very loaded question because we have so many perspectives in the world right now, and in each other. So it's like it's very loaded. But really, somebody who is gonna genuinely make you feel like you're cared for, but also because you are cared for, is also not going to let you get off the hook if you're in the wrong.
Somebody that is emotionally safe doesn't require you to abandon yourself to keep the relationship, but they also make room for honesty and accountability and boundaries even when the truth is uncomfortable. So it doesn't mean that they passively agree with you on everything, or that they're your yes man, regardless of if it's something that's detrimental for you or not. But it does mean that there's space for that it's somebody that you can tell the truth without fear of punishment or manipulation or withholding of love. That's somebody who is an emotionally safe person.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to attack it from a different perspective, but before I do, Robert says, especially as Christian, no going around it. LOL. I wish we could, knock on the lie, but I embrace it.
Yeah.
Valid.
And
absolutely.
The way I want to attack this is that I think when you ask this question, most people go, the person who I'm sharing with, are they emotionally safe for me? But I want to attack it from, are you emotionally safe for them?
Yeah.
Because I think we take advantage of emotionally safe people and they become our punching bags. And it's not that you're necessarily attacking them, but like, you find an emotionally safe person and maybe you tell them something that you've done illegally, right? Now you've just really put them in a bad spot, because now you've risked them becoming accomplished. You've risked them becoming something else. You put them in harm's way. And for that person who's looking for that emotionally safe person, they don't care what they are doing to the other person, as long as I can get off what I need to get off. They're emotionally safe for me, so I can do whatever I feel like without any regrets. And I think that's something people don't take enough care into. because I think there are some emotionally people who get abused. Like I come to you when I need to feel emotionally safe, and then I abandon you when I don't need to feel emotionally safe, or I come to you when I'm emotionally safe, so I can tell you the real crappy stuff that I can't tell anybody else, and now you can't go around and tell anybody, and you're left dealing with all the baggage that I just dumped on you,
Hmm.
and figuring out how you're going to deal with that.
Yeah.
So it's something that I don't really like because um I think people can be taken advantage. I think there's a fine line with somebody who's emotionally safe.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be looking for emotionally safe people. I think you should be looking for people who are going to keep you accountable.
Yeah.
And I think that when we look for emotionally safe people, we're copping out because most of those emotionally safe people don't keep us accountable. And
Yeah.
that's why they're emotionally safe. Because when we go to emotionally safe people, we're really not trying to fix our problem. We're just trying to push it off.
No. Yeah, and I think so. It's hard because like emotionally safe. Yes, exactly what you're saying. Of the I got people I'll go and just run to, but and talk to, but that's I don't. It's not because it's reciprocated in a way. Sometimes, let's be honest, we're human. We're gonna run to those people because they're gonna say, "Yeah, you're in the right." you know,
Yeah.
that's where it comes down to like having partner like because obviously the idea is having a partner in life, and that's when we come into intimate relationships and everything like that. But intimate relationships are also partners who you're not married to, you're not going to be dating, you're going to be with them for a long stint of life. People are in your life for a reason, a season, or there's a third one if I remember correctly. But you know uh, there's some people who are in your life for a real good reason, and they're going to keep you accountable, and that's where partnership comes in, because it can't be, like I said, not one-sided. It's conversational. So you gotta hold them accountable, and they gotta hold you accountable. So
Sarah said, can't both exist at the same time, emotionally safe with accountability? Yeah, the answer is yes.
yeah,
Definitely. I mean, that's the ideal situation. I think that, I don't know if you can be emotionally safe without accountability, if I'm being really honest. I think that, like, accountability for me, anyways, is part of emotional safety.
yeah,
I think, and what I'm saying is, I think that that's not how most people define emotionally safe, though. I think
no,
most people
you're absolutely right.
who
Yeah,
are
no,
looking for emotionally,
society would define
when they're
it.
like, I'm looking for somebody who's emotionally safe, they're not looking for accountability.
No,
Oh,
they're just looking for.
comment.
They're like looking for somebody to just who will listen to me and tell me I'm right,
Yeah.
basically, instead of like true emotional support person should be somebody who's keeping you accountable in a perfect situation.
Most people don't take accountability as safe
Um,
because you're pushing back on them.
did you read Heath's? It slid up, but
Yeah, no. I was going to read it if you.
go ahead.
So, to me, it's someone who can listen without becoming defensive, can respect set boundaries, and is willing to take accountability for any mistake that is made. And you have to be comfortable with them.
Yeah, like that's touching back on what I said. Like, an emotional safe person is going to be an example of it too. So it's not just going to be, oh, I'm coming to you with my problems and you're telling me what I did wrong, instead of, hey, this is the situation I'm going through, can you tell me if I'm in the wrong here, kind of thing. And being open to that, for sure.
Sarah also says, I agree with a part of emotional safety for me as well. And she also says, but those that want yes men are emotionally immature. Yes.
Yeah.
But one of the reasons why I think us as humans have to go through suffering is because we're unwilling to make the changes unless we're forced to make changes. And that's what I mean by like, and that comes back into play with the emotionally safe. Like we don't really want accountability. We want emotionally safe because it's easy to just to share and not be accountable. It takes
Mhm.
a lot. Not now. Again, I'm not saying that there aren't people who want accountability. There aren't people who change without having to go through hard times. I'm just saying for a majority of people, the easier path is not for accountability. The easier path is not for hard times. Like growing up, my ex-wife, and other people I know is just like, I, you know, that's not fair, or I just want to have fun. It's like life should just be fun. That's not what life is, and life isn't fair.
True.
Stop making
No.
that your point of reference, because life's never going to be fair. And when you keep on going, is life fair? You're you're attaining to something that isn't possible. And
Yeah,
life being
absolutely.
fun all the time, or life being easy, again, it's not attainable. Stop even considering that as an option and start focusing on life and saying, okay, what do I have to do with what I am given? How do I have to proceed? How do I do self-reflection? But those people
Yeah,
don't want to do self-reflection. They want things to quote unquote be fair when it benefits them. It's
yeah. They
We're
just
gonna
want a band-aid instead of a surgery.
yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna try to do 3. So that one was heal. So somebody in the comments choose
No, 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 no.
No.
No, no, sorry.
No.
There's a question on the deal that I want to ask because I think it's really good
On what? The same category?
in the same category, but it's a really good question.
Okay.
We can save this and come back to this another week with the other ones.
No, it's
This can
okay.
be
I'll allow it.
this.
She'll allow it. She'll allow it. She's an adult. She'll allow it.
So
He's got it picked out. So
no, I've been waiting for this. So because like I was reading over the other ones, I was like, is there someone you still need to forgive, or someone you need stop waiting to forgive you? And I love that question.
That's really good. That's a good question. I deal with that a lot in my realm of church ministry, especially youth groups and stuff like that. I a pastor once told it to me like this, and I have stuck with this my entire life: is unforgiveness is you drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick.
dude, amen to that.
Yeah. So it's a wild thing. I had a big falling out with one of my, so again, adopted. So my adopted sisters, we had a big falling out. Mistakes on both sides, all that good stuff. And I harbored a lot of unforgiveness for her, to her, and I don't know on her side, but at least on my side. But in the last 8 months, I kid you not, 8 months, we've really reconnected. Like, we've gone to dinner, we've sat there, we've talked, we've cried, we've done a lot of stuff, and I feel like I'm my big sister again. And the only thing I can say, and it sounds so careless, I guess is the word I want to use, is like, why? What's the harm in forgiving somebody? Like, is your life going to be drastically different if you don't keep hating that person? Or like, even just asking for forgiveness in general, like, hey, I've done something, and I taking that accountability. Imagine how much better. Like, obviously there's the anxiety part, where I've also heard that anxiety is just you purposely telling your brain that something bad is what the thing is, and that's honestly stupid. Why would you ever want to just think of the worst possible scenario? But asking for forgiveness, like, what if it gets so much better because of it? But also think about how you're gonna feel, because unforgiveness is just a weight. it just carries you down, and you can be so much freer. That's all my thoughts on that.
I should have read the questions before I said I'll allow it, because screw you for that.
Yeah, I'm in the same way, and I like actually what Mary said. Forgiveness is for ourselves, not for the other person. I 100% agree with that.
Absolutely.
To letting go of that control, and that's I think that forgiveness has become more of a control thing than it does. Like one of the things like I have an issue with is the way we the church does this whole thing of faith, and they make you say, you know, Lord, forgive me. You know, you got to ask God to forgive me and come into my heart. And I've looked through the New Testament, and I've read the Gospels, and Jesus never asked anybody to ask for forgiveness from himself. He just says, go and sin no more. And not one person is, Lord, please forgive me, you know? And he goes, you are the one person who asked for forgiveness, so you are a Christian. He's never once said that.
Right.
It's something that we've, as a society, for some reason, have put on a thing. Now, are we supposed to change? Like the Bible talks about, faith without works is you know, is not faith. You know, like there needs to be attrition in your heart. There needs to be you wanting to. You should want to ask God for His forgiveness, but it's not commanded of you. It's not required of you. Like again, one of the things me and my dad just had a huge talk about a different aspect of this, but the thief on the cross never asked for forgiveness.
No,
and he says, today you will be with me in paradise. And so forgiveness isn't this thing. And for me, it's a real sensitive spot, because my ex-wife used to go, well, you didn't apologize correctly. Apologize again.
Correctly. Like, dude, my dad.
Not correctly. Like,
he was like,
dude,
that was a pretty half-assed apology, but I'll allow it. Like, bro.
It's like,
literally.
It's like, what do you want from me? Like, I'm saying the words you want to say because you need to hear them, not because I'm meaning them. Like, you know, it's, and that's what it is. But I really think forgiveness is more of a personal thing. It's like there's so many times that you're harboring somebody for not saying they're sorry to you, and they've not even known that they've offended you. So they're walking around with no weight on their shoulders, and you're carrying the weight for both of you. And that's what you were talking about, like drinking the poison and expecting them to be sick.
Exactly. Communication does so much in that realm, because like I know it's hilarious. I chuckled. Exactly. You know, that poison analogy, you know, like, oh, that person did this to me, and I'm never going to forgive them for doing that. And they're just walking around like, I'm a perfect person. And you're like, oh, I did something to you? I am, because, you know, we're humans. We do things without thinking. And sometimes it's not intentional, you know? We are programmed through a lot of things to, I mean, it is a survival tactic. You know, we got to keep ourselves safe and keep ourselves alive. So we just naturally think everything is to harm us, which it's not always the case. So.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes even if they do know that they hurt you, like, I like what John said. Sometimes somebody doesn't know that they hurt you because it wasn't intentional. Like, not everybody's intention is malicious, but the person who did hurt you, if you were actually hurt, may never apologize. And that's something that I had to come to terms with. But if your healing depends on their apology, then you have handed them the keys to your freedom. You can't heal what you refuse to deal with, and you can't fulfill your purpose while you're dragging around chains from the past. Freedom begins the moment that you stop allowing yesterday to define who you can become tomorrow. And that's something that, like, it's not that it's not that forgiveness rewrites the past. It's just that you're keeping it from allowing to continue to write your future. And that's not easy. Like, forgiveness sucks a little bit.
Yes,
people say that it's
absolutely.
for you, and yeah, it is, but like it's a continuous process. And I think that I think about kids. Like, Zach and I have daughters the same age, so very close in age, and I just I think about how when kids apologize to each other, you tell them, say sorry to your friend, tell them that you forgive them, and they view it as like, that is it, like that's all that there is. And as an adult, that hurt often runs a lot deeper. And so it's not as simple as somebody asking for forgiveness and you forgiving them. It's actually a process. It's a journey that you have to go through where that hurt will continuously come up, and you have to consciously remind yourself, I have chosen to release them of that transgression against me. It's no longer affecting my life moving forward. And then you just have to make a conscious decision of like, okay, these emotions are going to come and go. What am I going to do with them?
Yeah. Yeah, my biggest thing that I've been learning through therapy and everything is and I mean, Cindy, you've heard me talk about it, is like, at the end of the day, you can control you. You can't control anybody else. And I like how you said, you waiting for that forgiveness from them is giving them the keys to your freedom. It is so much more freeing when you realize, we were all raised differently. We all have different backgrounds. They might not understand how you got hurt, and you could explain them 50,000 ways, and they will still not understand because of their perspective, their life. And, the biggest thing when I was a manager at Home Depot, and I was training other supervisors below me was, at the end of the day, everyone's right. Everyone's right. Everyone is going to believe they're right in some sort of capacity, and they're probably right in some sort of capacity. So when it comes down to it, you control you, and you know how you react, and you know how you feel. So you take control of that. That's what you have control over, And
I want to respond to Mary's, because Mary says the reason why it hurts is because we care too much about the other person. And this is what I want to say, because I was going to make this point anyway. It's that as a Christian, I believe that when Jesus died on the cross, he says these words, "It is finished," right? Yeah. And when he says those words, even though I'm going to sin in the future against God, he sees me in that completed, sinless form because he completed it. He completed it on the cross, right?
Wow.
And so I want God to look at me as that completed person, but I don't want to look at my friend as that completed person, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is, if that person you really do care that much about, then have the understanding that they're growing, they're learning, and they're going through as much as you are, and give them that same grace and mercy that God has given us. And
it's good stuff.
If we want it from God, but don't want to give it to others, and that comes back to the one parable where God releases somebody the king releases somebody from jail because he owed them some money. And what does that guy do? He goes out and he demands, somebody else owed him money, and he demands the money and takes him to court to throw him. And the king's like, didn't I just release you, even though you owed me money? It's like, we can't sit here and want something from God that we're not willing to give to somebody else. And especially if that person is somebody important to us. And now, if that person is important to you, they should want to heal that relationship also. But that doesn't stop you from having that grace and mercy back to them. You know? That's how I try to live my life. I try to say, if I want something from God, or I need something from God, and I can't do that for somebody else, and I'm a hypocrite. And I try not to be that. Am I? All the time. Because I'm human. I would like to stand here in front of everybody saying, no, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not. But I do.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing I definitely don't want to make this into like a faith talk. Those that's the time and place. But for, God will never ask anything of you that He wouldn't ask of Himself too, and that's the biggest thing. Just looking at to go back into the Bible a bit, having like Abraham sacrifice Isaac, but then he turned around and sacrificed Jesus, So it's if you're expecting something from somebody else, you got to expect it from yourself too. So if you want forgiveness like from somebody, you got to be forgiving to other people on top of that. As corny as it is, the golden rule, treat people how you want to be treated. And heck, even treat them better. Let's be honest here.
Thanks for being here, Mary. Good to see you.
Yeah.
And Sarah, yes, I love what you said. Forgiveness doesn't always grant access to you. It's true. Forgiveness doesn't automatically mean reconciliation. That's not what it is all the time.
Yeah.
I agree and disagree. And I agree that it doesn't give you access. But what forgiveness should do is take away the ability to hold that against that person.
Absolutely.
Now,
yeah.
That you can not grant them access to you, but it shouldn't come with the caveat that I'm holding something against you, because then you haven't really forgiven them.
Okay, we did it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That's my point. You haven't truly forgiven them if you're still holding on to it.
We did a deal and a heal. I'm going to choose the fulfill, and we're going to do it in a short sentence, and then we're going to conclude because we're almost at time and my kiddos are home. So
yeah, and I gotta leave in 3 minutes. So
the fulfill question is going to be, what problem do you feel called to help solve? So if you're still with us in the comments, tell us, what problem do you feel called to help solve? And John, actually, Zach, you go first.
What the just going back to even to the questions that we've already asked, what an emotional safety person looks like. That's the problem that I want to help solve.
Very good. I like it.
How about you, Sydney?
I feel like, I don't know how to word it. The problem that I want to help solve is all of the kids in the world who don't have a safe adult that is there to tell them their worth and their value. I want kids everywhere to have somebody to look up to, regardless of if that's somebody that they see on a screen and don't actually know in real life, but somebody that adds real fruit to their life and that gives them a solid sense of identity, like who they are in Christ, who they are, who they're like, what their potential is and who they can become. Because I didn't have that.
For me, it's really simple. It's what I built. It's about bringing humanity back, right? Because if we don't see each other as human, then we can't forgive each other. We can't inspire the youth. We can't do any of this if we're dehumanized. And so that's why I've created the Common Ground Project USA, because this is the issue that I want to focus on and solve, because we need to become human to each other so we can work on those other issues. What does it matter if somebody's emotionally how do you find somebody who's emotionally safe if they're not human?
And Sarah, mental health stigmas and domestic violence, which is an amazing mission. If you haven't and you're still on, listen to Unquiet Healing podcast. Sarah is amazing, has been through a lot, and has a really incredible testimony.
Well, Zach, welcome. This is your welcome out party to everybody that I've been so. I was just telling Sydney, talking about some of our staff members and how impressed I am with them and how thankful I am to have them as part of this organization. And you definitely are one of those people who I've really seen really put a lot of effort since you've been here into building this and contributing. And so thank you.
Absolutely.
I thoroughly appreciate you. And I thank you for all the hard work that you are putting in.
Absolutely. So, thank you for letting me, flex some creativity and trying to figure out where my place is in this.
But make sure you check out the podcast tomorrow and make sure you watch it. Share it, like, subscribe. It all matters. Comment. Do an Apple review. Give us 5 stars. Do a Google review. We're really trying to build something, and it'll take all of us to accomplish it. So with that being said, thank you, Sydney, for helping out and being my co-host. I couldn't have a better co-host than you. I thank God every day that he's put you into my life, and that I've gained an extra daughter in the midst of it. So, and again, Zach, I thank God that he's brought you to us too, because it does matter. Nothing's by accident. So remember, when we take the time to hear somebody's story, it gives us the opportunity to find common ground. Thank you, Sydney and Zach, for being our host tonight, and you have been watching the Monday Night Live Happy Hour. Till next week, God bless and good night. And we are 1 month away from that anniversary. So
whoop, whoop.
Let's party. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.